Hi everybody and welcome to this week's run through BBO's weekly free instant tournament. And hopefully you pick up some tips for how to play hands. If you do and if it's useful, remember please click the like, thumbs up button below this video. Right, board one. 13 points and we've got 7 diamonds. We're third in hand here, so we know nobody else has got. The advantage we got is we know that we've got the best hands, that nobody's got more than 13 points. We've got aces. All this looks like playing in the suit. We're missing the spades. All right, so we might have 5 diamonds on. You know, partner has a spade stop, we might have 3 no trumps on. The odds are somebody's going to overcall in spades, maybe with a weak jump overcall of 2 spades if I open a diamond. Third in hand, your preempts should be very wide ranging. Partner's a passed hand. There's not so much risk of missing game. So I'd say anywhere between 2 and 12 points, really, for your third hand, especially non-vulnerable openings. In first and second positions, you need to be a bit more well-defined. But here, really, you can be anything. You're not trying to be constructive. You're just trying to get in the way of the fourth player, who, if we weren't playing best hand, normally you've got this sequence, and yours to speak now, this hand can easily have 15, 16 points. We know they can't in this form of the game, this artificial best hand form of the game. But I'm going to open 3 diamonds, which I think will probably end the bidding. And we'll see if I've missed game. No, it doesn't end the bidding. It comes in with 3 spades. Well, difficulty here is I don't want to sell out to 3 spades. I bid 4 diamonds, they may bid 4 spades, but I think I've got to bid 4 diamonds. And East passes. Whew, that's a relief. They might not have been able to beat 4 spades. Right, so we probably would. And you'll see that this is quite a nice dummy. Jack of clubs is led. Right, we've got a spade loser here and a heart loser here. We've got the king of hearts to take care of one of them, but we can get rid of our spade loser on the clubs if they stand up. Why is this hand led the jack of clubs when they've been bidding spades? A bit dubious, but this is match points. Has he got at least 3 clubs? We hope so. If it doesn't, then it probably has at least 1 natural trump trick. So I think I'm going to go for the obvious route, win this with the ace, cross over to dummy, try and cash the king, queen of clubs, throwing my spade loser away, and then try and take a diamond finesse. And I might take a second one because I can get to dummy with the few there. So we're just going to try this. If this jack is a singleton or doubleton club, we might go down, but we can't not take the chance of getting a better score. If I were playing just to make 4 diamonds, the 10 tricks, I'd play the ace of diamonds at this point to get rid of one of the trumps and be prepared to lose 2 diamonds and a heart. But at match points, if I can make 11 tricks, that's going to be good. So queen of clubs, throwing our 9 of spades away, and they followed. They did have the 10. Looks like they probably had 3 clubs. I'm going to lead the 10 of diamonds now. No, the queen, right. So now, because I could afford to lead the 10 because I've got jack, 9, 8, 7. I've got all these others. So now I'm just going to lose 1 diamond and possibly 1 heart. But there are some interesting chances. This hand did the bidding. They bid 3 spades. There must be a chance they've got ace, king of spades, and the Queen of Hearts, and that I can produce what's known as a squeeze. But we've got to draw the rest of the trumps now. Give up that one. Right. And there's only one there, so we had 7 and 2, so this hand's still got one trump. I'm going to play the 10 of spades here because I'd like, it looks as though this hand doesn't have ace king of spades, probably doesn't have the ace of spades, so but they might have king jack. If I play the 10, that would force the ace from here, and then this hand would be the only one controlling spades. As it is at the moment, I think this hand's got the king and this hand's got the ace, so they're both controlling spades, but I want to try and isolate it so only one of them controls spades. So let's try the 10. And that's got the ace, good. So probably this hand is the only one who controls spades. We're going to draw their last trump. I'm going to be throwing, I'll throw one heart away to start with. Now I'm just going to play my diamonds out. I know people are reluctant to get rid of their last trump, but the last trump is often the card that forces a discard from your opponents. So I'm still trying. We'll throw another spade away now, but we're keeping the Queen of Spades there as a threat against this hand, as we think this hand's got the King of Spades from their bid. So they're going to have to hang on to the King of Spades. So they have, so we know one of their cards is the King of Spades, and the other two are other suits, but they can't have 3 hearts. So just have to hope. Right, so this hand's throwing clubs. Probably this hand's been able to keep 3 hearts to an honor. And this hand has got 2. But the best way to do is to play the heart from this hand towards the king. So they've got no hearts. So this hand had all the hearts all the time. So we're only going to make the 1 over trick. So what's 11 tricks worth? Not very much. My 3 diamond opening bid didn't work well. Let's see what everybody else was in. Lots of 3 no trumps and 5 diamonds. Yeah. I made more tricks than other people. But 3 no trumps was the best contract. So maybe in this form of the game, I should have opened 1 diamond, where we know we've got best hand. Right, so a bit of catching up to do. Right, so now I've got 15 points. This 5-4-2-2. I really like to treat 5-4-2-2 as a balanced hand and open it 1 no trump if it's in range. But I certainly would be doing that if the 2 long suits were the minor suits and the 2 short suits were the major suits. I'd be doing that to get in the way. But here, with 5 spades and 4 hearts, I've got a nice easy sequence to show that shape. And my hand's not really worth the full whack of this 15 points, because there's points in short suits and my long 5-card suit is not very good, although the intermediates are good. So I'm going to open 1 spade. So they've overcalled 2 no trumps, which shows 5-5 in the minors. The 2 lowest unbid suits, which in this case are the minors. My partner's gone to 4 spades, which is essentially preemptive. Although we are vulnerable, so you'd have thought we might have had that. But less than 9 high card points. And now they've gone to 5 clubs. All right. Well, this king doesn't look well placed. It's probably in the ace is probably sat over it. What are our chances of beating 5 clubs? Well, we've got club tricks. This hand's bid 5 clubs. They're not vulnerable against vulnerable, so it's easy. It's a cheap sacrifice. Are we going to beat 5 clubs? Our real hope is that these hearts come in, but this hand doesn't have much. But we're vulnerable. If we get doubled, we can only afford to be 1 off if they were making 5 clubs. It's, you know, different vulnerabilities, it might be an easier decision. How many tricks am I going to make? Is my partner going to have a spade, got the ace of spades to make a spade trick? How many hearts do they have? That's what this hand's got. 10 cards in the minors. You can't possibly have more than 3 tricks in the majors. Rather looks as though we won't have any tricks in the minors. It's a big risk to bid on. There's a lot of downside. If you get doubled and you're 2 off, then you're losing against everything, even if they're making 5 clubs. Some ways it'd been better if partner had bid 3 spades. It would give us more room to explore. But no, I think we've got to hope some hearts will stand up and we can beat 5 clubs. We shouldn't have 5 spades. We shouldn't be able to make 5 spades. We should have a spade loser, a couple of club losers, and a couple of diamond losers. So even if it's a bit better than that, partner, I think we've probably got 3 losers. So I'm going to pass, not the passes. I'm going to start off with hearts. Incidentally, good thing we mentioned before, a good thing to play is that the leader of the ace asks partner to give an attitude signal to say whether they like the suit or not, whether they've got some high cards in it, and to use the king to give a count signal. So they play a high card if they've got an even number and their lowest card if they've got an odd number. So the computer doesn't do that, but I'm going to leave the king anyway. This looks bad, but at least the king of diamonds now looks like a trick. So we've made the king of hearts. We may have a spade trick if partner's got the ace or the king. So we may have 2 spade tricks if we've got ace king, but we must have a chance now of at least 1 spade trick, 1 heart trick, and the diamond trick. Our partner's got ace king of spades. They've led the diamond, so we can make our diamond trick. Right. Do we think we got another spade trick? Partner got 5, or should we see if he's got the ace of diamonds and we could get a diamond ruff? Let's lead the 8 of diamonds. No. Right. Did we miss a spade trick? Probably not. Partner should have 5 spades for their 4 spade bid. So there's their clubs. No, we didn't have another spade trick. So let's get rid of these spades. We're never going to need them. Playing clubs. And here come the diamonds. Yeah. And it did no harm me leading the diamond back. We weren't getting any more tricks. Heart. There we go. And 50 was worth 25%. We have a lot of catching up. So what did everybody else do? Did they double it? Was that what happened? No. 5. Not many people doubled it. The computer bid on to 6 clubs where people presumably bid 5 spades. Let's just have a quick look at this. This table, South bid 5 spades and the robot took the push. But as you can see, the robots can take and the heart finesse becomes obvious. So the robots can take just 2 tricks against 5 spades. So robots' heart holding was crucial. We don't have a heart loser, and the ace of diamonds is right. So I'm not convinced that 5 spades is going to be a good bid most of the time. If the ace of diamonds is in the west hand, 5 spades is not making. But it worked for those people who did it. Right, on to board 3. A lot of catching up to do now, and we've got a miserable 4-4-4-1-12 count. And although the intermediates are quite nice, and if I were playing Akol, I would be passing this hand. The king of clubs is very doubtful value. But playing the robot system of 5-card majors, strong no trump, you can actually open this 1 diamond. And the bid's 2 clubs, it's pretty much almost game forcing, and you can bid no trumps, showing a minimum hand. So whilst in Akol, you'd have to pass this, I think. We can open this 1 diamond, partner bids 1 heart. I've got a minimum hand. I'm just bidding. I could just pass, in fact, because we're playing best hand. I know the robot can't have more than 12 points. So will they bid clubs if I pass? That's the question. I'm going to bid 2 hearts just to stop the robots bidding clubs. Sadly, my partner bids 3 hearts. But we know they can't have more than 12 points. So despite the intermediates, I'm likely to have 4 losers on passing, which may turn out to be the wrong thing. So now remember, this north hand is the dummy, and this is the hand that everybody can see. And you'll see we have the spade fit and the heart fit. But at least the heart lead should mean that we don't have a heart loser. Am I short of entries to this hand? Not particularly. They obviously want to stop the minor suit cross ruff, but we shall see. So I think I'm going to play the Queen of Hearts to try and encourage them to put the king on. And they don't have any. Right, so the hearts are 5-0. Right, so passing 1 heart would have turned out an awful lot better. I'm in my hand. I really need to be in dummy. So this hand could well be short in spades now, since they got 5 hearts. I don't want them ruffing one of my winners. I'm hoping they got 1 spade, so I'll play to the king. And in future, if he roughs a spade, he'd be ruffing in front of the ace, and so it'd be ruffing what would have been a loser. So I'm going to do that. Hope the king stands up. It did. Right. This is obviously visible to everybody. So I think I'm going to lead the 5 of diamonds at this point. The ace goes up. I expect we're getting another trump in a moment. No. Right, so that's good. I'll knock out as the king of diamonds. I can trump that there. So the jack of diamonds is a winner. It's 1 more winner. Just wondering if I should play a spade at this point. No, I'm going to play a club. The ace is going to be in the west hand, and he doesn't have a trump to play, so he's going to play a diamond. I'm going to throw a spade from there. It does both. I thought that hand now has to use one of their trumps, and they're going to play a club. I can trump that from there. Right, dare I risk playing the ace of spades? now, because if I play the jack of diamonds and throw a spade from there, this hand, if they have a spade, will throw it as well. This hand has 5 hearts, but only 2 diamonds. So the chances of them having 2 spades have improved. I'm going to try the ace of spades. Oh, I've got 4 spades as well. Right. So 4 spades, 5 hearts, 2 diamonds, and therefore 2 clubs. So I'm going to lead the jack of diamonds and throw the 9 of spades away. They're going to trump, and now the spade comes. That's fine. I'm going to ruffle the jack of hearts. You can see that I'm not going to make this contract, and that passing 1 heart would have been good. But I suspect I'm going to get a reasonable score. I lead a club, throw the jack of spades, so I'm going to ruffle the 9 of hearts. I'm going to ruff the 10 of spades, the ace of hearts, and lead the jack of clubs. And they're going to make their king of hearts for 1 off, which is worth 57%. Better off passing it out. But somebody went off in 1 heart. Well, I think if I got in 1 heart, I'd be making it. So passing 1 heart would have been a very good score, would have been up above the 89% for passing out. Right. So partners open the bidding this time. I've got my 14 points and I've got 4 clubs with them. Well, where are we going here? The row, we want to be in game. We're a bit worried about spades, and there's ways of exploring this. The robot plays something called inverted minor suit raises, which is a system that is well worth playing because you don't have a forcing way of supporting clubs. What are you going to do if we were playing ordinary ACOL? You want to force the game. You don't have a 4-card major you can bid. Either you're going to punt 3 no trumps, but we can only do that because we know this hand is not as good as ours. We've got the best hand. If this hand could have 19 points, we'd be missing a slam if we punted 3 no trumps. So what you'd have to do playing ACOL normally here is bid 1 diamond on your 3-card suit, because obviously bidding 1 diamond, partner's promised you a rebid. So then you get a rebid, and now you can find out how strong partner is and work out how high you need to go in no trumps or possibly in clubs. What the robot plays is that responding 2 clubs here is forcing, and it shows at least the values that would have bid 3 clubs normally in ACOL, so 10 plus points and 4 or 5 clubs. So it's bidding 2 clubs here. If I just show you, it's inverted minor suit raise, shows 4 plus clubs, not a 4-card, no 4-card major, 10 plus high card points, and forcing to 2 no trumps. So it's a forcing raising clubs, which you don't have in ACOL normally. But you can play this inverted minor suit raises in ACOL easily. You were probably taught the Jacoby 2 no trumps over a major, which is a forcing raise of the major, so you can explore game or slam. This is the kind of minor suit equivalent. So if you've got a hand that would normally have bid 2 clubs, a weak hand with club support, you have to bid 3 clubs now. But that's not really a harm because, if you've got a weak hand with clubs opposite your partner, then you've got a fit in clubs, then your opponents have a fit in a higher ranking suit and you're just shutting them out. So it's 3 clubs becomes preemptive and 2 clubs becomes the good raise. So that's what I'm going to do now and see what happens. So they're bidding 2 diamonds, which basically just says they've got a stop in diamonds. So I'm going to say I've got a stop in hearts. they've gone to 3 clubs. So they don't have a stop in spades, we think. But they've not got a fantastically distributional hand. They're not bidding like that. I think if they've got 3 spades without a stop, it's very unlikely the opponents are going to be able to run 5 spade tricks against us. So I'm going to bid 3 no trumps now. Probably I should just have done that straight away, but I thought I'd show you this inverted minor suit raise. Blackwood for clubs. Right, so they've got 18 to 22 points with a stop in diamonds. Right, so the problem with using Blackwood for clubs is that I'm going to show I've got 2 key, doing Roman key card Blackwood. So the ace, the king of clubs counts as the 5th ace. I've got 2 aces. Unfortunately, looks like we're going to be committed to 6 clubs or 6 no trumps. I could pass 4 no trumps, which might be the winning thing to do, but I'm going to bid 5 hearts, 2 or 5 key cards with no queen of clubs. 6 clubs, pass. All right, you see how good partners' clubs are. All right, so we're missing 2 aces. They'll probably cash the 2nd ace, so that's the disadvantage of using Blackwood with clubs. 2 ace, I expect the ace of spades will come. I should have passed 4 no trumps. As you can see, we just about have a spade stop. I'm going to play the 8 of clubs just to keep the 5. Expect the ace of spades to appear. Yeah, so this will be another bad score. Right, I'm going to rough this high. So all the diamonds should be good, and I've got the ace of hearts. I need to draw some trumps. 2 of them are gone. We had 10, so there's only 1 more to draw. Here we go. I can claim now. Probably I can't. It won't actually probably let me claim because diamonds. Even if diamonds are 5-0, I can rough 1. So yeah, I'll accept that. And 3.6%. Right. So 5 clubs. I think I should have tried 3 no trumps. Right. So they've opened a minor suit this time. I've got 9, 6, 15, and 5 is 20. So this makes me too strong to call 1 no trump. You might think that I've got a weakness in hearts for bidding 1 no trump, but the crucial thing is I've got a stop in their suit, and I don't have the right number of points, but I've got too many points, so I'm going to have to double here to start with. Now our partner's filling in the hearts, which is good news. They had to bid, but now I think if I rebid 1 no trump, it shows 19 to 21 high card points with the stop in clubs, and that's what I got, isn't it? 9, 6, 15, 17, and 3, 20 points. Yeah, so I can bid 1 no trump. So if you bid 1 no trump immediately, it shows 15 to 17 points. If you double and then bid 1 no trumps, it shows a hand that was too strong to overcall 1 no trump immediately. So that's 19 to 21. And if you double and jump in no trumps, it shows a hand that's even stronger than that. So only 23 points in that immediate position there. So partner's now gone 3 hearts, which shows they've got 6 hearts and 5 points. So these are 2 quite nice hearts to fill in with. It looks like we might have 2 spades and a heart to lose if we play in 4 hearts. might we be able to play in? If we play in 3 no trumps, it's possible that East will be able to, has the ace of hearts and the ace of spades, and will be able to hold them up to prevent us getting to dummy. So 4 hearts looks like the right contract. The partner has, as you can see, very bad hearts. The only risk so we expect to lose 2 spades, and hopefully only 1 heart, but entries to table are difficult. But we'll have to have a think about that. So it looks like they're going to cash their 2 spade tricks, and maybe this hand will get a spade ruff. It shouldn't do, because this hand opened 1 club, so they would normally, if they had a 5-card spade suit, which is what they need for this hand to only have 2, they would have opened 1 spade. So I think we're safe from the spade ruff. The alternative is that this robot might have king X of spades, and that the ace is here, and they'll play the king and then play for the ace and get their ruff that way. So we'll have to see, but we'll keep our queen jack of spades for now. Here's the ace. Right. And here's the 4. And as I say, we're reasonably sure they won't go to trump. So this hand's turned up with ace king of spades. I didn't leave the jack, so they might not have it. Their 1 club doesn't promise any, and it only promises 3 cards in clubs, but they can't have more than 1 point in diamonds. They might have points in clubs, but the odds favour this hand having the king of hearts. So I think I want to lead hearts from that hand without playing the ace to start with, just in case they've got 3 hearts. So I'm going to take a bit of a risk. And the jack of diamonds makes me worried, but I'm planning to get to dummy by roughing a diamond. I might get over roughed. Right, now I'm going to lead the heart. And the king appears from there. I'm still not out of the woods. Ah, the 9 of spades. Right. I'm short of an entry to dummy still. I ruff with the queen of hearts, then I may set up their jack of hearts. I don't have a convenient entry. So I'm going to throw the 10 of clubs from my hand. Oh, the jacks appeared there. Right, but that's good. To some extent, I can over rough that with the ace. We've seen, remember there were 6 hearts in dummy, 2 in my hand, right? And we've seen 3 of their hearts now. So we're in with a chance. We'll play the 5 of hearts. The 8 appears there. And the 3. So that's all their trumps have gone. Right, so now we're okay. We've got the ace of clubs and the king, queen of diamonds to take care of those 3 clubs and then 2 trumps. So we're making the contract. So we can claim now. 620, and that's worth 89%. So we've got a chance of getting back to average by the end of this, by the end of the 8 boards. Right, this is horrible, isn't it? 7 and 5, another flat 12 count. Well, and we know partner's got not much, but and Ackle, obviously, you've got a weak no trump opening, but playing the robot system, we just open our better minor. and we get a 2-club overcall from there, and then 3 diamonds for partner. It's still in the same principle. It's a preemptive raise. We might only have 3 diamonds, so they've got 5, but they haven't got many points. We're not going anywhere else. So we certainly don't want to go any higher. We're going to pass. And they're going to play their clubs. So we know this hand's bid 2 clubs on no more than 12 points, maybe 11. So partner's got 6, and 3 of them are useless. The hearts are quite nice, and so we've got a spade loser, a heart loser, 2 club losers, that's 4, and we're going to lose the ace of diamonds. So we're not making this contract. Question is, would they have made 2 clubs? They might well have made some spades if we'd done nothing. Right, the 2 of hearts. And as we'll play the 6. So, queen. Could have played the 8. What are we going to do here? We ideally want to lead diamonds from that hand twice in order to, in case the ace is here, the ace 10x is here, and we can protect against that. Roughing the club looks dangerous because they'll over rough. I think I'm going to duck a spade and see what happens. Get to dummy by roughing a spade. Oh, there's another heart coming here. Okay, we'll play the 8 this time. Is the ace going to appear to try and give them a rough? This might happen. That was always the danger. Yes, and the jack of diamonds that might never have made a trick. And the king of spades. Well, the ace now. I'm going to rough a spade. Hope we won't get over roughed. I'll lead a diamond. And we'll find the ace of diamond. No, did have 3 to the 10. Right. But sadly, we're not going to be able to take advantage of that because he'll probably over rough the club. But the only chance is that this hand had 5 clubs and that this hand had 3 as well. So we're going to play a club, rough it, we'll probably get over roughed. Yep, there we are. No choice to help avoid it. Hearts, we're going to play the queen of diamonds, drawing their last trump. Oh, giving the trump to the ace, yes. And then we make our diamonds. So that was not successful. 3 off, minus 150, 35%. So what people got out for 2 off. So my idea, I just needed to play the first diamond from the king from my hand, rather than trying to get to dummy, to lead them twice from dummy. Turned out that wasn't possible. All right. Okay, and we're going to get another bad hand. Not good. So here we are, 5 and 6, 11, 12 points. Well, this is a 1 heart opening bid. 2 hearts from partner. Well, we're not going anywhere more. Hopefully that'll win the hand. Partner shouldn't have 4 spades on this auction. No, right. Partner's got quite a nice hand. Do we need to rough anything in dummy? Not really. They're going to set up clubs for us. So we probably will want to rough 1 spade in dummy. But we may not get the chance. Or the 5 here, it might have been. I'd like them to carry on with clubs. Yeah. So it could be that this hand, yeah, that looks like this hand's going to rough this. But question is, can I get rid of a spade loser. If I rough this high and this doesn't over rough, then I've still got a difficulty with the spades. So I'm going to throw a spade away. And this hand roughs. Yeah. And they switched to the spade. I'm always going to be losing another spade. But I can always throw one on the queen of clubs if they don't have any trumps left. So I probably don't need to rough a spade. I can probably get rid of it on the queen of clubs. So I'm going to draw trumps. So the queen was slightly deceptive. But we have seen 3 of their trumps now. Remember, they roughed once. We had 5, dummy had 3, that's 8. So they had 5. And we've seen 3 of them. So they've only got 2 left. I'll jack now. If this pops up. Oh dear. There's a spade. King wins there. So my jack of spades is a winner. Here comes the club. Now, but that's all right. The jack of spades is a winner. Those 2. I can afford to rough this high because the king and 10 are higher than either of theirs. So rough this with the king and draw the last trump. And now I'm all right. The jack of spades is a winner and I've got the ace and king of diamonds. So I can claim 110, which was worth 71%. Whether I'll get back to 50% with this last board, we shall have to see. So partners open bidding 1 diamond. I've got 9 and 5, 14. Really, we're going to play in 3 no trumps, and I just could bid 3 no trumps. What would it mean if I said 3 no trumps? It would say I got 13 to 15 points with these partial stops. And partner's hand, because I know partner's hand is not better than mine, we can't have a slam in diamonds on. So I don't think, not unless he's got a very distributional diamond hand. So the correct bid, normally, I'll go through the correct sequence just to show you this inverted minor suit raise again. So this hand's got, saying they've got to stop in spades. Now, I could just, it's forcing 2 no trumps now would not be forcing. So I have to bid 3 no trumps. I could show a stop in clubs or hearts, but I've said I've got that. So I'm bidding 3 no trumps. And it's passing out. Right, this doesn't look pretty. The queen of hearts is led. Might be from ace, queen, jack. So the ace may be over the king or the ace may be here. I'm going to make 1 heart trick. I can make 1 heart trick and make 3 spade tricks is 4. 2 diamonds is 5, 6. And the club is 7. This is not pretty. I wish I'd bid 3 no trumps straight over 1 diamond. I might not have found a heart lead then. Let's see if the ace appears. Right, okay. So we're going to duck this heart now in the hope that this only has 3 hearts. Right. What we're going to throw from dummy. I got 4 diamonds in my hand. I got entries. So I think I can afford to throw a diamond from dummy. Although I'm going to finesse diamonds into that hand. No, I'm going to throw the 3 of clubs. Right, so we think the west hand has the long hearts. Might not be the case. The rover often leads from a short suit. And the hearts may well be 4-4, so we might just be losing 3 hearts. But I need to play on diamonds, and assuming this hand has 5 hearts and this hand has 3, you'll see that I'm almost certain to lose a diamond trick unless there's a Queen Jack doubleton. I want to lose it to the east hand, who we hope doesn't have any more hearts. So I'm going to start with the King of Diamonds. And they play the Jack. Right. So when they play the Jack, it's now twice as likely that the Jack was a singleton than if they had Queen Jack doubleton. It's called the law of restricted choice. Nobody can explain it properly. It's an example of something in mathematics called Bayes' theorem. But so although if I played the ace and dropped the queen here, I'd have 4 diamond tricks and I'd be very close to making my contract. I'm actually more likely to make my contract by taking 2 finesses in diamonds. So twice as likely that the queen is in the west hand as in the east hand. So I'm going to lead the 10 of diamonds and I'm going to run it. And it went against the odds this time. Right, 10 of clubs, hearts are 4-4, so it's all going to depend on the club finesse. And they've taken it for me, so I'm going to make the contract now. Right, they've only got 1 more diamond left, so that will fall underneath the ace. And in fact, the 9, ace and 9 are good anyway. They're bigger than any of their diamonds. So I've got 3 spades. So I'm going to make the contract. For those who played out the ace king of diamonds, I'm going to make an over trick. So we're playing, but now 92.9%. That is surprising. And it got me over 50% at the end, just. Why was it 90%? Let's look at the other tables. People are offering 3 no trumps. I don't know why you would go off. Presumably they took club finesses at some point. I would have gone off if the robot hadn't led a club at the end there. So thank you, Mr. Robot. So I hope there were some lessons in there. Sorry I didn't get a better score for you. But hopefully you still found some useful things and that you'll come back next week. Please do click the like button if you would like it next week. That does keep me going and makes me realise that people are looking at this and it makes it worthwhile. Thank you. I shall see you next week.